Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 2 of Europa Universalis 4. We are once again playing as the Iroquois and hopefully this time trying to get a little bit further with this campaign. It's always a little bit tricky at the start because our neighbours are few and far between. We've also got the Potter one down here as well. Can't really do an awful lot about those. I do have a colony here now. In fact, now that I have that colony, does that give me the option to declare a war? Might actually work. Let's just go and pull you back from improving relations and see if we can go ahead and declare a war on you now. We can, because we can force their migration because they are directly next to me. Fantastic. So this is where we're going to go and grab our first province. We can't rival them. We are going to be losing a little bit of money here because we are putting up our our maintenance. Once again, we are going to need a leader. I don't really want to lose my ruler because he's a 555, but he's an amazing general. Would you look at that? He's got 6 shock. 6 shock, 2 maneuver. What an amazing general to have there. Okay, we are ready to go. Let's go ahead and declare this war. They don't have any friends to come in and help them, so we'll go ahead and do that. Just going to keep running on speed 4. There's not much point doing anything else. That should be a total stack wipe. And our leaders earned the trait Glory Seeker. Extra double press, well, 50% prestige from land battles and 50% army tradition from land battles. Very, very nice. Let's go ahead and split the army, taking away the half without the leader. And again, we should only need to have 3,000 men here. It's always worth leaving 4 though, just in case you end up with a disease outbreak. Countries that have not fully embraced the Renaissance institution. Here we go. So we're already getting the tech penalty thing. So one thing we should notice here, and I haven't looked at this since Rights of Man, but if we go ahead and have a look at tech, yeah, we've already got the institutions penalty because we've not adopted feudalism, and the Renaissance is now already starting. So you do start quite a fair bit behind, but still, a 50%. 50% cost is not as bad as the 250% cost that you used to start at. So maybe we do want to start getting a few techs up. Lost the forced migration CB against Maximus. So they've moved. Where did they move? Oh, they've moved over here now. Should still have a forced migration CB. They are next to me. However, we do have a truce. No current CB, so we've got to wait on that one. Now, again, we need to be next to somebody before we can really attack them. We'll instantly have... no, Potter 1 are actually in our little group here, so we can't attack these guys. That's unfortunate. We should be able to get to the coast quite quickly. An advancement. Cheaper construction cost. 25% national tax modifier. I think we need to go for the tax modifier here. And hopefully we can stop losing some money. According to this, we're breaking even at the moment, and now we're losing. So even with a plus 25% national tax modifier, we're losing more money than we were before, which seems a little bit weird. Now, these guys aren't my rivals. Makihan gets a claim on Mohawk. Borders are organic things, changing and mutating with the seasons, and with the fortunes of our latest conqueror passing by. Historians will perhaps say that the events that transpired in Mohawk in the year of our Lord 1450 were inevitable. As Mohawk continued to flourish under the benevolent rule of the Iroquois, the yokels on the other side of the border were bound to get jealous. Perhaps they will be less fair to us. Either way, tensions in Mohawk have given a rival neighbour a casus belli against us. That's fine. Doesn't really affect me too much. There we go, 100% siege. So let's go and be having a word with these guys. So we don't have that CB again. We can force them to move. We can't make them a vassal. Yeah, because it's a forced migration CB, I can't actually take the thing from them, which is annoying. But what we can do is we can get war reparations from them and get all of their money. It's basically all I can take from them, but 84 ducats is quite nice. So we'll go ahead and send our demands there. Not bothered about them moving. But that just gives us a ton of money that we can use. Which is ideal. Need to sort of keep my eye on things and try and find where we can potentially get a war against the Huron without too many issues. Let's go ahead and put our army maintenance down again a little bit, because we're not actually at war. It'd be nice to make some money. And while we have a lot of money in the bank, what have we got here? Our focus on mercantilism is making life hard for our merchants who trade in foreign places. We can either lose 10 Diplo power, or get an absent merchant. We'll just go ahead and lose the Diplo power. So let's consider building some things in our capital. Reduced advisor cost is nice, but what we really want to get is the longhouse. We want that extra tax. We really do want to get some tax coming in where we can. And getting a ceremonial fire pit would also be really nice for us as well. Now, I believe they don't actually have building slots when you're playing as the natives, so you can basically build as many buildings as you want. You don't have to be concerned about number of slots. Oh no, apparently you still do. Number of buildings max. It's just the interface is different. But yeah, we can certainly go ahead and get the ceremonial fire pit for the cheaper advisors. We don't have any advisors yet. There again, I'm probably more tempted to just go and get some more tax modifiers. They're all sort of +2 in development. So let's go ahead and get the longhouse in this. Oh, you can only have one. These are the unique buildings, aren't they, where you can only build one anywhere. Or do you already have one? No, you don't already have one. We could go ahead and get the ceremonial fire pit. But I think, and again, local production efficiency, everything we've got is pretty much furs at the moment, which is not fantastic. It's the colony that's costing us money, but if we want to be able to spread out, then we really need to start doing that. So we've just got to wait on that one, really. There's not an awful lot that we can do. We actually had a spy down here. Yeah, we can't fabricate claims because we are a native. That is something that I did want to double check. I did find that out on the last playthrough, but I wanted to make sure that nothing had changed, because there's often a few changes that do slip by when they bring out a DLC. And people spying on us and all various bits and pieces. Now then, you are down there. That's Abenaki. And again, I can't really do anything about you, because I don't have a CB against you. Getting this colony here did allow me to go and declare war on those guys. It's going to be a while before I can do anything here as well. Let's just go ahead and continue improving relations with our friends where we can. Yeah, now the problem is trying to attack this federation will be far too difficult at the moment, because they simply just have too many men. We can try and bait them into coming in and attacking us, but the main problem that we have is none of our allies will actually join. Because they don't owe us favours, or we don't owe... Yeah, they don't owe us any favours, so they won't come in. Which is a little bit unfortunate. Conflicts and protests over taxes, landlord cruelty, expropriation, self-done and customs policies have become quite frequent. If we don't manage to solve the problem soon, the consequences could be dire. So we can gain 10 prestige for losing a stability, or lose 8.5 ducats. We'll lose the money. I don't want to have a drop in stability if we can avoid it. Really need to get some new neighbours that we can pick on. I mean, a little bit of a problem with that at the moment. It's these lack of CBs that are the issue. If we could get a colony up here somewhere, I guess we'd need 2 to get to Nipissing, and we could basically try and attack one of those guys, but that is going to be tricky to say the least. How much money are we making now? Barely breaking even. Any more buildings that we can get? So we've already got the longhouse, so we could get a ceremonial fire pit here. Yeah, the longhouse must be a unique building. Don't seem to be able to get one anywhere else. I mean, we could get some local goods produced, but I'm not really sure that they're going to pay for themselves, to be honest. Fort level, tax income, local tax modifier would be nice. Let's go ahead and get the local tax modifier in the capital, because we've already got the Longhouse providing us with the extra tax. So it makes sense to get both of those buildings. It says it'll increase our taxes by 0.16 ducats per month, which is not a great amount, but it will help. I've got a really, really good leader at the moment, and I'd love to be able to start another wars, but unless I want to go and like do some no CB wars, or well, breaking truces at least, that's going to be problematic, and I don't really want to be a truce breaker. Now, if you'd care to move, yeah, you're moving over there now. You've actually moved right away from me. Now, if you'd actually move a little closer, now you've moved close to me. That is nice. Right, what have we got here? We can get cheaper Diplotech cost, better improved relations, better Diplo rep. Again, migration cooldown we might as well leave till last. It is the least useful one that we can possibly pick up. Let's go for the Diplo rep. And can we attack you? You are allied with the Shawnee and the Powhatan. You are in our federation, aren't you? You are in my federation. If I declare war on you... No, you're not in my federation. It's the Shawnee... I'm allied to the Shawnee. They would come in on your side. The Powhatan are you guys, but none of my allies would come in to help. So that's not all that useful. We're still at our force limit. We will be able to pick another idea soon. We've almost got enough military power to get the next native idea there. Fox, or Foix, has named us as their rival. And, yeah, because you're right next to us. Military, so land leader shock. Land force limit modifier, reduce land attrition, or military tech costs. I think we're going to take the... See, the land force limit modifier is nice, but the problem is having enough money to support the larger army. Can I have any more rivals? Apparently I can. Let's go and take you guys. Now this would actually give us some power points if we went ahead and did this. It says we've got no CB, but... we should do, because they're my rival, yeah. But unfortunately, these guys coming in does not really help. And we wouldn't be able to take any money from them if we used that CB anyway. We'd be able to take the power points, but nothing more. So what can we have our army size now? We can actually have our army size up to 11. I think we might have to consider it. We don't want national unrest. We'll lose the prestige for now. Not overly concerned about that. Let's get up to 10. Can't really afford to go much higher. But the thing is, if we can jump straight in there and kill this army before the others arrive, we might be okay. The fact that nobody else will come in and help us, though, is certainly problematic. Let's get everyone over here. It'd be nice if these guys got involved in another war, or found a reason to head off in the other direction. Get out of my way so that I can attack these guys without really having to worry about them. Let's recall the diplomat from you. Let's not see if we can really suck up to you guys a lot. So yeah, this is the big problem with playing as the Native Americans. You do really get into this situation where you can't really attack that many people. It's not easy to start wars against people. Now, I am still rival to these guys. At least I should be still rival to these guys. No, do we not have a rivalry anymore? Oh no, that's... Makikan, I'm rival to them. So I should still have the rivalry CB. That's weird. And we've got admin ideas here. So cheaper construction costs, cheaper stability, reduced national unrest, or let's go for the administrative tech cost reduction, because we can use that to start getting idea groups going. So we'll get there, but we definitely need to get a few more of these fights done where we can. I think we are making enough money. I'm going to go up to that 11. I think it's worth having as many men as possible that we can use to fight. Shame I can't afford a military leader, because there's a 5% discipline guy there as well, who would be absolutely amazing for this. But of course we've got to put our army maintenance up to attack. And if we went and took this fight, we'd have to fight a 6 stack, followed by a 7 stack, and then followed by whatever the Potawatomi wants to throw at me, which would be annoying. Lenape, do I have any... we can use the force migration... Oh no, we've still got a truce. I was going to say, I'm sure I did attack them a while ago. Now, both of you guys... you are... I've got nothing against you though, have I really? I can't get at you, that's the problem. Can't quite reach Abenaki. If they move closer though, if they move over here, we can do something against them. That is fine. Got the Cree over there, but yeah, I really want to attack these guys. And we're not making much money at all. We're now Silver Tongue. Gives extra 20% improved relations. Very, very nice. We might have to take a few loans out, really. It's going to be a little bit of a concern. I think I should give it a go, though. I mean, we need the points, basically. We need to try and get ahead. That's what wins you this game, is being ahead of everybody else. So, let's go ahead and we will... Well, we know we're going to have to take at least one loan, so let's go and just take it anyway. Put our army maintenance up to full, so already losing money. As soon as we get up to full maintenance... I say, I'd love these guys to go away, but I don't think that's going to happen. We want to make sure we are absolutely at full maintenance here. Now, is there a river crossing between these two provinces? There is a small river. And whichever way we go in, there's basically going to be a river crossing, unless we come in from here, which is not something that I intend to do. So a lot of it's going to come down to how much maneuver they have. So let's go ahead and declare the war. The Susquehannock and Peacock would actually come in and help me this time. Mahican would also come in on their point, but let's get these guys to come in. So we'll confirm that. We're just going to march straight in. We should catch that army out. These guys are coming to reinforce. They've actually changed their mind. We shouldn't be running at speed 4 here either. So my allies might just keep my own borders safe, which would be a fantastic thing. We are gonna... It is going to renew our truce with the Mahican, unfortunately. Now, we'll take quite a bit of attrition sitting the entire stack here, but at the same time, these guys might come in and try and get us. So we do want to be careful. Hopefully my allies will just go and get everything done that they need to up there in the north. We can always sort of piece people out individually though, so that's not a bad thing at all. If you go and siege those guys out real quick, that'll be fantastic. So who exactly is involved in this? So you've got a single province over there. You're already getting attacked by the Mahican. You might want to go and sort that out. And then we need to go and siege out these 3 provinces as well. It should be doable. Hopefully these guys will realise that they're being sieged down there and go and do something about it. We're not quite next to Manhattan here, so we still can't attack the Abenaki unless we colonise one of these. The colony is getting there. It's not going particularly quickly, but it is getting there. I'd love this to actually fall more quickly so I can march over there and get rid of those guys, but I'm not convinced it's going to be a thing. I think we can probably safely go up to speed 3 now. So we've got a minus 7% chance to take that there. They're on minus 35. This is going to be a little bit of a race. They're now on negative 21. They are beating this siege. Again, these guys are taking massive attrition because they've got 2 armies stood on top of each other. Now, we've got a 14% chance here to take this on this tick. The question is, will we get lucky? Probably not. They're already up to 0%. And we have a disease outbreak because, of course, we do. Now, it's quite possible that they will get it on the next... Well, not this tick, because they've got a 0% chance. There we go. They've got a wall breach, which is unfortunate. Still can't see where the rest of the... Right, you've got an army down there. We're on 28% chance. Still no wall breach. Not too sure what you're actually up to. Yeah, you're on 42% chance now. So even though we were well out ahead, and even though my general has 1 siege, their general has no siege, they are still somehow managing to beat me. Which is fairly standard. Those guys might go now and try and unsiege their own province. We need this to fall. That's what basically needs to happen here. You need that to fall. That probably will do soon. You're kind of stuck with natives. You're fighting natives. That's fine. You're going to go and unsiege your own territory. If you want to come in here and engage me, please feel free. Right, they're coming in with more units now. I am going to take the fight. We unfortunately do have a terrain penalty because they are the defender. Because they have a fort there. A 0 roll is not a good roll. And we lost because of crappy rolls, basically. So thanks for that game. It's very, very nice of you. And now, what has happened is exactly what we don't want to happen, which is their entire army has basically managed to consolidate. So, let's get out of here as soon as we're no longer morale locked. Now, these guys are starting to take... Right, you've managed to undo that. Let's go ahead and say friendlies can attach. So, I want you guys to come and join up with me. We're going to do this as one big stack, people. We shouldn't be all over the place with this one. That's not how it works. If you actually want to move out of my provinces, that is fine. I'm not at full maintenance here, so... Well, I'm not at full morale. So I really don't want to go in there and take that battle at this point. We've gained a trader, which is pretty much useless to us. Let's go ahead and take this back. And we were so close on that siege as well. Lose one base tax in one place. Yeah, sure, we'll go ahead and do that. It's just swapping tax in one place for another. I wish you guys would actually come and attach. That would make life a bit easier. But I'm going to go ahead and end the video there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4. I'll see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.